Ever wondered if you can speedrun a Roblox tycoon instead of grinding for hours? What if you could build an empire, a theme park, or even a superhero base in just 10 minutes? We put some of the most popular tycoon games to the test, racing against the clock to see which ones reward speed and which ones trap you in endless waiting. Can you really beat a tycoon game fast, or are they all designed to slow you down? Let's find out. Game 1. Superhero Tycoon. Can we build a base fast enough? Superhero Tycoon is one of those classic Roblox tycoon games where you start with absolutely nothing and slowly build up a powerful base filled with weapons, suits, and upgrades. Like most tycoons, the key to making fast progress is getting cash flow automated as quickly as possible, because manually collecting money is just way too slow. The game starts with a simple button press to generate cash, but the real speedrun strategy is getting droppers set up as soon as possible. These machines generate money automatically, meaning the sooner they're placed, the faster you can start unlocking upgrades. But even with solid early progress, the real problem is unlocking the good stuff. Weapons and superhero suits take a lot longer to get, which means 2 minutes just isn't enough to experience the full game. That being said, if you're fast enough with the droppers, you can still make decent progress in a short time. A lot of players try to rush combat, but fighting other players early on is a waste of time unless you already have a weapon unlocked. The best speedrun approach: focus entirely on building income first, then go for the fun stuff later. Overall, Superhero Tycoon isn't a bad game for speedrunning, but it needs more time to really get anywhere. Verdict would be 7 out of 10. Decent progress can be made, but if you're trying to become a fully powered superhero in under 2 minutes, good luck. Game 2. Theme Park Tycoon 2. Running a park like a madman. Theme Park Tycoon 2 is one of the most detailed tycoon games on Roblox, but if you're looking for a quick, chaotic speedrun, this one might not be it. Unlike other tycoons where you can start earning immediately, this game requires a bit of setup before you see any real progress. The game starts with an empty plot of land and a small amount of cash to build your first attractions. Naturally, the first move is to place a roller coaster, a couple of food stands, and some seating areas, because more attractions mean more visitors, right? In theory, yes, but in reality, guests take their sweet time arriving, so money trickles in way too slowly to make significant progress in just 2 minutes. One of the biggest issues for speedrunning here is the waiting time. Even if you design the most efficient layout possible, the game still operates at a steady, realistic pace, which is great for casual play but terrible for a speedrun. The only way to truly speed things up is by spending Robux, but that defeats the whole point of the challenge. Overall, Theme Park Tycoon 2 is a fantastic game, just not one made for quick progress. If you want to build a successful park, you'll need more than 2 minutes. So, the verdict is 6 out of 10 because it's a fun experience, but when it comes to speedrunning, the game is way too slow. Game 3. Military Tycoon, fastest way to power. If you're looking for a fast-paced, high-intensity tycoon, Military Tycoon is one of the best picks. Unlike traditional tycoon games that focus on slow upgrades and building over time, this one throws you into full-on warfare almost immediately. That means speedrunning isn't just about gathering cash quickly, it's also about staying alive. The game starts with a small military base and a few cash generators, which is where the speedrunning strategy comes in. The fastest way to get ahead: rushing those money generators and unlocking vehicles as soon as possible. Tanks, helicopters, and heavy artillery can help secure territory and fend off enemies. But here's the problem: other players are also trying to dominate. In just 2 minutes, there's a very high chance that another player will come storming in, turning your base into a war zone before you even get a chance to fully upgrade. That chaos makes Military Tycoon a fun but unpredictable speedrun. The game rewards aggressive play and fast decision-making, but PvP combat can slow you down just as quickly as it helps you progress. If you manage to avoid early attacks, the game lets you expand at a surprisingly fast rate. But if you're unlucky, you'll get obliterated before you even get started. So, the verdict has to be a solid 8 out of 10. It's fast, chaotic, and rewarding, but be prepared for random attacks that can ruin a perfect speedrun. Game 4. That Restaurant Tycoon 2. Cooking Under Pressure. If you've ever wanted to run your own restaurant, Restaurant Tycoon 2 is one of the best simulation-style tycoon games on Roblox. But when it comes to speedrunning, let's just say this game is not built for fast progress. The setup is simple. You start with a small restaurant, a little cash, and a few empty tables. The goal is to hire staff, serve customers, and expand as quickly as possible. But here's the problem. Everything takes time. Customers don't flood in instantly, food prep isn't immediate, and even hiring workers doesn't speed things up as much as you'd think. Automation is key, but unlocking upgrades in just 2 minutes is nearly impossible. The biggest issue for speedrunning is the slow income generation. Unlike other tycoons where you can drop cash generators and watch the money roll in, Restaurant Tycoon 2 makes you wait for customers to order, eat, and pay. And trust me, they take their sweet time. Even with an efficient layout, there's no way to rush the process without spending Robux. So, while the game is great for long-term management and creativity, it's not ideal for a speedrun. If you're hoping to build a 5-star restaurant in under 2 minutes, you're out of luck. And again, the verdict has to be 5 out of 10 because this game is also way too slow for speedrunning. Game 5. Mall Tycoon, can we become a retail king? If you've ever dreamed of running your own massive shopping mall, Mall Tycoon lets you do exactly that. The game gives you an empty space and a simple goal: build stores, expand floors, and attract shoppers. Sounds perfect for a speedrun, right? Well, not exactly. The first few stores go up quickly and escalators unlock as soon as you reach the right amount of progress. That part is fast and satisfying. But the real issue, making money, takes way too long. Customers don't flood in instantly, and the basic stores don't generate enough income to make a major dent in the upgrade costs within 2 minutes. The best money-making stores and features take time to unlock, meaning that if you're speedrunning, you'll likely get stuck waiting for cash instead of actually building. That being said, Mall Tycoon is a great long-term game. It rewards strategic choices, and once you get into the later stages, you can build a huge, fully operational mall that practically prints money. But for a 10-minute speedrun challenge, it's just not fast enough. Without Robux or major exploits, there's no way to quickly scale up profits in such a short time. So, the verdict is again a 6 out of 10. Cool concept, satisfying upgrades, but not built for fast progress. If you want to become a retail king, you'll need more than 2 minutes. Final results: can you speedrun a tycoon in 10 minutes? After testing all these Roblox tycoons in a 10-minute speedrun challenge, one thing is clear. Not all tycoons are built for speed. Some let you progress quickly, while others require patience, strategy, and way more time than we had. The fastest progress came from Military Tycoon, where cash generators, weapons, and upgrades unlocked faster than expected, as long as you didn't get wiped out by other players. Superhero Tycoon was the most chaotic, since it had a decent speed factor, but you had to dodge other players while trying to build up your base. If you wanted fun over speed, Theme Park Tycoon 2 was surprisingly enjoyable, even though making money took forever. Some tycoons, however, just weren't built for quick progress. Restaurant Tycoon 2 was a grind from the start, with slow income and almost no automation in the first couple of minutes. Mall Tycoon was the biggest surprise, because while it felt like a game that should be fast, profits took too long to roll in. In the end, most tycoon games are designed for long-term play, not speedrunning. If you want to break the system, you'll either need the perfect strategy or a game-breaking exploit. Otherwise, get ready to grind. Verdict: tycoons are fun, but speedrunners might want to look elsewhere. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments down below.